Welcome to African Colonization TV and Biafran history. So in today's heading, we goes into what is going on in the southeast, which is in the Biafra land in Nigeria. So according to the heading title, Biafra struggle, why Ngozi Orabueze lack the capacity to lead Biafra to freedom. So in this place, so many people, they are now coming out to start complaining that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, she has not been doing what they are expecting. She has not been working the way Simon Ekpa, the way Mazam Kanu is working, and then she's lacking behind. She did not have the capacity to lead the Biafran people to the freedom. So in this video, don't skip any part of it, because these are activists that's based in UK, Rose. They have a lot to explain, and they have a lot to expand to let everyone agitating for Biafran, for them to understand what is going on between the Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and between the Nigerian government, and the issue surrounding this issue of Soludo, things that is happening in the southeast, because the Soludo government, the Tinubu government, they are planning every means to make sure that they do one thing or the other against the leader of USB, so Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. So he explained a lot of things about it, and in fact, he even explained things surrounding the seat at home and the issue of fighting that is happening in the southeast. So don't skip any part of it. Try to watch to the end for you to understand everything that is happening in this video, because it's very, very necessary for us to understand what is going on in the system. So as you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share the video to go around. Let others see what is going on in Biafra land.
Biafrans, a lot is happening, and a lot is happening. And then please permit me to read what somebody said yesterday. On my broadcast yesterday, the person wrote something and said, because when I finished, I went back to the broadcast and listened to it and watched and read the comments, and then somebody said, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is not impressing us. Our people need her now, and we are really disappointed because Nigerians are oppressing us in our own soil. Biafrans, we need to do something. Our wish, it was Simon Ekpa Njoko. That's what the person wrote, you know. And then another one said, Rose, good afternoon. I don't want to read this one before, because this one not too makes sense. Said, Rose, good afternoon. Please, can you kindly tell Dr. Ngozi Orabueze that the military are shooting tear gas at us, and we need urgent intervention by the Biafra military in order to defend our people. We really need the military of Biafra to defend us. Anyways, I'm going to go with the first one. They said Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is not doing anything, and that we need her now to defend our people, just because Nigerian government is intimidating us via Soludo, which all of us sees that. But I want to tell us one thing that we should know. Yes, she is not Simon Ekpa. She is not Simon Ekpa. Now, one thing we should know is this. Nigerian government is looking for every avenue to rubbish this redeclaration. They're looking for every avenue to jail Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. They're looking for every avenue to petition her. That is a simple truth. We are a full nation. We are a nation. They are looking for every means, because once they take Dr. Ngozi Orabueze out, now nobody again. That is a simple truth. So the idea is this. Let me ask Biafrans this question, and I want us to get interactive this morning. Why do you think that Soludo started this chaos first month of the year? when he understands that he is a person of particular concern. Why do you think that he started it? This chaos in January, where some people are still in their hometown doing burial, going for burials, waiting for burials to come, going for weddings, doing some, general activities in the Southeast. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Why do you think that Soludo started this chaos? Can anybody answer me in this January? Now, they know that we are coming close to our freedom. They are debating about it. It's on Donald Trump's table. They are really going to do something positive. We are coming to the end of the game. Nigeria knows that their game is up. And then the people who is playing the card better are the Biafrans. So what they are trying to do is to provoke Biafrans to roll out their army. Now they will hijack the struggle. They will start killing. And what they will now start doing is, Biafra must come. Biafra must come. Ba, 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 ba. You will see them aim at their Nigerian terrorists too, and Asari the Kubo boys. They are there. They are there. They are there. They are the one that will be shouting, hey, Biafra must come. You must release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they will start killing innocent citizens. That is their plan. That is the intel. When they will start killing, and when that starts, no nation in this country will look at you as a freedom fighter. No nation in this country will think that your head is correct and then you want freedom with all this nonsense. No nation. So the frustration is to make them know that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, she is the deputy prime minister, and they fear her the most. They don't know who Ogenkere is. They don't know Ogenkere. They know that Ogenkere is working for them. Now, in other words, if there is any provocative action that the Biafran soldiers had and carried out, we did a meeting on Tuesday, where our generals came to speak. Now they are waiting for those guys to come out and act. Once they react, petitions immediately. Petitions will fly. Oh, it is Nigeria. And when they start their chaos, you know the way they do it now? Hey, it's Biafra or nothing. Hey, now the Kanu must come out. Pa, 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 pa. The killings they go. On live video. And you'll be hearing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must come out by fire, by force. That was the sabotage that they used against Simon Ekpa, a man that was defending an Igbo. A man that came to defend his own people. And they sabotaged him until he came down. They brought him down. They brought him down. What did the EU law say? Self-determination is your right. Self-defense is your right. But today they said Simon Ekpa was committing act of terrorism and jailed him. That is the same thing that they want Dr. Ngozi Orabueze to do. They know that she's in charge. Oh, you don't believe me? I'll give you a proof. This morning we are going to talk. I'll give you a proof. Remember that mad woman called Lolo Nneka Chimezie? Have you seen her new latest? Where she mentioned Dr. Ngozi Orabueze's name. No government in exile. No sino wetene Biafra. And no na exile. Ya no na exile achi wandio na achi. But before, she doesn't know Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. But how come she knew Dr. Ngozi Orabueze all of a sudden? Started mentioning Dr. Ngozi Orabueze's name from her mouth, telling Biafrans that, oh, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze was the reason why Simon Ekpa was jailed. And now the same Simon Ekpa is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is. Go and watch that video. You will laugh. How come did she come up with all this story? That is the Simon Ekpa that's made the detain of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be possible. That is because of the activity. This is what I've been telling Biafrans. If we are not careful, if we act with anger, they told us to go to court, and we are going through legal proceedings, or procedures, should I say, and we are getting the whole document right, and they want to sabotage it because Nigeria has no documents to offer to anybody, to submit to anybody. The only thing that Nigerian government have is gun and bullets and prison. We have documents, proof of the atrocities of the Nigerian government on our soil. They don't have any proof. I don't know if Biafrans are following me. Today I don't want to shout. I want us to get the message correctly so that you will know that these people are luring us to violence and to danger. Soludo, they use Soludo, the Anambra State governor, to come out to start causing chaos. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can remain in prison. The problem cannot be solved. They want to cut the problem half from the tree. Now you want to cut the tree, you want to cut the tree that is blocking the road. You, instead of you to uproot the problem, you cut it into half, and after this, the tree start growing back again. So what these people are trying to do, when we roll out our army in response to the violence of Soludo's Nigerian terrorist military on our soil, then those military will fight back and start shouting, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. They will put this market fire. They will put this place fire. They will burn people's car and be shouting, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be free. It is Biafra or nothing. That is sabotage, and that is what they want to do. But up till today, they have not seen Biafran army. So they are confused. They are tired. They are tired. They don't know what to do. Because as long as Soludo has made this, has caused this chaos, they're not the world is watching them. That is why they can't shoot first. They know everything. They know how they have staged it. That the world is watching them. Any mistake that is made by this government, they will petition Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, and that will be the end. You don't know. I don't know if America are involved. American, you see this, I don't trust the Caucasians again. I don't, no, I don't. If it's trust, I don't trust them again. No. I can't trust them, and I will never trust them. You know why? I will tell you a story. Last year, 2020, was it 2024? Yeah, 2024, when they took away our prime minister, yeah? I've lived in Europe for so many years, so I know that European law works. I know that there is no how you can bend European law. If their citizens, if you are in this country as a citizen that have their passport, and then you have a case with any one of their citizens, they will judge that case according to their law. They don't look at it whether you are black or white. No, they will judge that case according to their law. Now on airspace, there is one guy that usually tell me that these Caucasians are corrupt. I tell the guy, you where they Africa, no if you tell me where I did. You can't. I was always fighting with this guy, telling him that most of you would have had it, that this thing may be cooked by Prime Minister and Alexander Stubb. Why? Because I don't believe that Alexander Stubb can arrest Mazi Simon Ekpa. I thought it was for the world to see that Finland, we are free, we don't have any case against anybody. Just let us do our investigation, and everybody will bring their proof, and everybody will bring their, evidences against each other, and then we'll deliberate it in court, and if found guilty, we will release him. If not found guilty, we will release Simon Ekpa. If Nigerian government is found guilty, then you will compensate Simon Ekpa. That was what we thought. So we thought it was an arrangement between Finland and our prime minister. Even on airspace, I told them I have lived in Europe for so many years. The cases I have won, the compensation they have compensated me, made me to trust into the system. And I trust them. And I fought for Simon. Some of you will see when I was challenging, what is his name? This animal called Christopher Musa. Come, they don't born you well to come here. Because if you come here, they will detain you, and you must prove that Simon is committing act of terrorism. I had that assurance in me. I came here and I told Biafrans. And I still told Biafrans that it is very impossible for Simon to go to prison. It is very impossible. Impossible. It can't happen because Simon has not committed any crime against humanity. The aggressors are the Nigerian states. I said it openly. I wasn't hiding my face. Those of you that follow me will know that I've always been an advocate of siding the West. When it comes to law, But when the reality was done on me was when they told us that Simon was inciting violence via his social media handle, intent to commit terrorism. That is where I hated these people with everything in me. I don't trust them. So you now coming to tell us that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is not getting it right. Please do something to get it right, please. We are waiting. We are watching. We too will support. We are supporting. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is doing everything in her human power to make sure that she does not make the same mistake Simon made, and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made, so that she will defend that document until they come out. Nigerian government is trying to provoke us to anger so that Biafran government will act. Then they will roll out army and tell us and tell the world. Shebi, we told you people. We told you that this woman is a terrorist. Now they don't have anything on her anywhere in the world. They don't. And that is why we will continue to defeat them. Some of you will say, hey, you know, this has actually been your trademark. But the God of heaven will always bear me witness. The God of Biafra will always bear me. Ajana Biafra will always bear me witness. I do not know Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I have never met her one-on-one. The only time I talk to Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is when we are having program and I need to ask her question. And I don't even ask questions sometimes. When we did our security meeting, I didn't ask questions. It was some people that came in that I don't ask questions because I already know what they have in place. So you expect now that this thing that Soludo is doing was not engineered by France, by this country that your president fell. You think that they are not engineered by those countries? You think that they are not? This whole thing is not engineered by the West, so that they can use that against Biafrans. Is that what? Turkey, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is why I love Biafrans. Turkey, they are Muslims. Remember, Gumi said Nigeria should join alliance with Turkey to defend Nigerians. And now Tinubu is in Turkey. And Soludo had to start up something to cause chaos in the southeast. Soludo had to start something. Let us think twice before we act. Let us think twice. Some people were saying yesterday on S-Page, oh, na Soludo went to Haniva Biafra. It is not like that. Soludo cannot defeat the whole Biafrans. It's not possible. They are waiting for, you can say that they're very scared. They are very scared. Even in the midst of this holy Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. They refuse to shoot gun. Even in the midst of Biafra or nothing, they refuse to fire. Even in the midst of this whole march for freedom, they refuse. Nigerian government refuse. Is that not appalling? Is that not surprising? Is that not? Once they see anybody that covers their face, now they can still fake it. They can still fake it and come out and shoot one Biafran citizen and said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must come out. Then they'll start petitioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. That is where you will now see Adan Biuchu. Ngozi Orabueze nebusi the buy. She too much. She can lie. She can confuse the people that she's confusing. You know, she knows how to manipulate. She's so manipulative. The moment our Biafran soldier steps out now, you will understand that these people were never for good. You can't trust Nigeria. I can never trust Nigeria one bit. And I'll tell you the reason why I can't trust Nigeria. Biafrans, it's just that I really don't have the time to, you know, this picture-to-picture thing, you know, bringing up some videos. And I don't have that time. That's why I don't even on it. I don't even subscribe. It's Nigeria. This same Nigeria you are looking at told us that they have killed Gentle. They said they killed Gentle in joint task force with Operation Udogachi, the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Police, the Air Force, the Navy, the Land Force, the Water Marine, the Evil Force, that they destroyed Gentle and his hideout. That's what they told us. Military and Nigerian army came to lie to the world. Today, because as I was coming from my house to my office this morning, I was going through my social media handle and I saw when Gentle has spoken this morning. I sent the video round. Rosé, sent the video round to our groups. Most of you will still see that video this morning. Gentle has spoken. He spoke for almost 26 minutes. It wasn't AI. He said it's not you, because if you see AI, you will know now. Not AI. Gentle himself. In as much as I don't glory in the guy. In as much as I used to love this guy. This guy was one of our military. This guy was one of our, feared military. I used to love him until he started fighting Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, who took it upon herself to the declared independent state of Biafra. I hated him since then. I don't have anything against him anyways. I do not have anything against Gentle and his boys. They decided to do whatever they want to do. That's their problem. It is not my business. But today that Gentle has spoken. How can you believe such a wicked country? How can you glory in such a country? How can you be comfortable and confident in such a country? How can foreign investors come and invest in such country? Where they don't tell you the truth. Where everybody is compromised to the courts. How can? Then somebody will come and tell me, oh, Rosé, one Nigeria or nothing. One Nigeria or nothing. May one Nigeria happen to all of you. Today now, that same Gentle has spoken. What will now be the fate of those people who has lied against these people? Who lied that they killed him through the joint task force of the Nigerian military? Military, yeah. Have you seen how evil such a country is? Have you seen it? That is the country that is... Soludo now came and locked on the Chamake to provoke Biafrans. This thing that Soludo is doing, can it happen in the north? Can it happen in the west? Even as Sowolu is, as we speak, Sowolu cannot come and tell you that he's going to lock market for 1 week. Even as Sowolu is. The only thing they do is to go and burn market, put fire in the market, destroy our buildings. But locking market for 1 week, no, I've never seen them do that. For 1 week, a whole 1 week, claiming that you have rights. Let me tell you a story again. I was a prefect I went to Western College, Onikeyaba. Primary school, my primary school was Chivi Nursery and Primary School, Onike. Secondary school, Western College, Onikeyaba. University of Lagos. That is verifiable. I don't hide my identity. I grew up in Lagos.
Oh yes. This our brother Rosé, he has tried, and he have already explained a lot of things concerning this whole issue. For the issue of Gentle the Yahoo, I don't know how the government of Nigeria will feel. Mostly the soldier and the police, the DSS, all of them, that is claiming that they have by Gentle, they have done this, they have done that. Now they have seen him again, so we don't know if it is Gentle ghost that is working, because according to the news, they say that all the people that is agitating, all the commanders, according to them, that both those that is speaking, they have already wiped all of them out, and they burn down their houses, and they do many things. So this in fact it is a confusion to them. It will be a very big confusion to them, because I know that the government, they will be very happy, and they are celebrating it, jubilating it when they heard that news for the first time. So this is something to look on, and they are now looking at another way to use it to start saying that the Igbo people, that they are killing themselves, that they are wiping themselves in another way. That is why Soludo is doing what he's doing, which is this is our Rose. He explained everything the way it is. So the Eastern governors, they have hearts, they have mind. They can do whatever they want to do. They can do whatever the government tell them. The Northern Caliphate tell them to do for them to just to remain in power forever, because they believe that then once they are in power, so nobody can challenge them and then nobody can do anything to them anymore. But they forget that power used to finish. Once the power ends, then you start from where you stop suffering. Just that at the end they will run into Senate and then run into another post. But no matter how it is, power used to end. Power used to end. And anybody that is doing whatever he's doing, he needs to remember of tomorrow. That tomorrow have a lot to give. If you do it well, it will give you in a good way. Then if you do it bad, you will see it in a very bad way. That is how it is. But those people that have the money, like the governors, senators that believe that they have the money to do anything they want to do, they don't use a think of there is something like tomorrow, which is very bad. Well, that is how it is. I would like to hear your comments down below. What do you think about the whole thing that is happening in the southeast, in Nigeria, and in Biafra land? Like, subscribe, and share the video to go around. Let others see what is really going on in Biafra land. Say thank you for watching.